This Deadlock build guide for Wraith is going to teach you how to be the best split pusher in the game with rapid cards for team fights, transitioning into a backliner with massive nuke potential. I'm going to go over the build guide, how and why that these items are the best, and the skill order, of course. I'm going to show you how Wraith works, how her skills operate, and interesting things you can do with them. And then a full game with live commentary so you can see all of it in action and how all of it comes together. Let's get right into it. Now, before I get into the build, I'm going to show you how to put it on your game client so that it will automatically buy items for you without having to fiddle with it. Go to the build browser here at the top, click the public button here. Then in the search box, type the word Swole, and you'll see Swole BGYT Split Push Backliner Rapid Cards. Go ahead and click this heart icon. That will put it into your My Build section. Then click Use Selected Build. Finally, click this Queue Build button. Click Auto Queue, then click Auto Buy Items. And the way this works is anytime during the match, when you can afford an item, this box will light up. And when it does, you can just touch the item shop here, and it will automatically buy the game. Not the game. The game's free. It'll automatically buy the item for you. All right. Now let's get into the items and why we buy them in this order. And there's a mathematical reason we do this. Starting off with extra charge, this is going to give you at least 2 card slots, and then when you level up, you'll have 3. And it's very important because card spam early is your only harass. It's your big nuke. It's the only thing getting the enemies off your back. You can also, when you get really good at card throwing, you can throw it to other lanes with a little bit of, you don't have to like fully roam into the lane to gank it. You just go halfway, throw a card, blow up the enemy hero, or deal some damage, and you can absolutely turn games with this very early on. We go extra spirit for more card damage. Now, you may think 10 spirit power, who cares? It is a lot of extra damage early on. Extended magazines, we already have a big magazine as Wraith, but we're going to need a bigger one for later. And this just gives you more weapon damage. This is required to clear some jungle camps without a reload, so it really saves a lot of time later. Extra stamina and health are for survival, and this extra stamina is so pivotal to dodge skill shots, abilities that you may get caught off guard, also to chase down opponents and just navigate the map. This is also useful once you get to higher ranks and you learn advanced movement tech with all the, wall bouncing and, gliding and all that kind of stuff. And it's mandatory. It's meta. You have to do it. Extra health, again, we build into these items later, and it's just really useful for the early lane phase. Now, this is the arguable part that people are going to hate. Early ricochet. You have to get this early. There's a few reasons why. It lets you hit the fire rate breakpoint. It gives you a massive boost to your weapon damage, okay? And also, the ricochet effect is going to hypercharge your ability to fill up your card trick charges. Card trick does not recharge on its own. You have to be shooting targets to recharge your cards, and ricochet is going to help with that. And ricochet also synergizes with full auto. It is pivotal for a split pusher to have ricochet. It is absolutely mandatory late game for team fights, spreading as much damage as possible. And this is also your main jungle item. And because we get it so early, you're going to have this right immediately after lane phase ends. If you're slightly behind, it'll take a little bit of time to catch up after lane phase. That's fine. 4 to 5 minutes is, in the grand scheme of things, this thing snowballs you out of control. A lot of people want to bully, oh, don't get ricochet early. No, you have to on Wraith. You absolutely have to. Then we go into Titanic Mag for that extra ammo, Quicksilver Reload, and this is mainly for damage on our full auto. All right. With that, we get Fortitude for mobility and health regeneration between roaming. You never have to go back to base ever again. You can just roam in between jungle and lane, and this saves you so much time, and it's invaluable because it gives you a huge health boost, which you're going to have more health over your opponents. Surge of power, so you can move at full speed while fighting mainly. The fire rate is nice. The ability power is nice. And yes, we put this on card trick because you can cast cards while you move and semi while you shoot, whereas full auto has a long cooldown. It is not as efficient. You would cast a card trick to run away. You would cast this on the towers or the walkers that you're pushing down. Absolutely necessary. Stamina Mastery for more chase, more escape. Shadow Weave. This Wraith has a movement speed passive. It speeds her sprint speed up with spirit power. And doubling down on Shadow Weave, giving you 5 invisible sprint speed, giving you invisibility to roam the map with impunity. Here's another combo. Shadow Weave plus Project Mind. Project Mind is a teleport. You teleport away. As soon as you teleport away and you go invisible, the enemy will have an extremely hard time chasing your ass down. This is absolutely mandatory. It also gives you that ambush ability power, the fire rate, the melee. Who cares about the melee? We're not a punch class. Rapid recharge for more cards. Unfortunately, the other perks on rapid recharge don't really help much. It does not increase your charge time between acquiring cards because that is purely based on how you shoot. So this weapon it's got some dead stats on it, but still having more cards is mandatory. Spirit Burn. This is going to make your cards blow up everything and cause tons of fire damage. Well, burn damage over time, whatever. There is no such thing as fire damage. Mystic Reverb. Now your cards also explode and slow. Escalating exposure pairs well with Spirit Burn, and now your cards are going to be hitting for 2,000 plus damage every single time you spam these, and you're gonna be throwing cards out so damn fast. But also, this pairs with your full auto for more damage. Boundless Spirit is more damage. Mercurial Magnum is more damage. And because we are a hyper-mobile, stealthy split pusher, we don't really build any kind of other defenses other than stamina and a little bit of fortitude here. And with all of these items, you will just absolutely, you can just rush down a lane, blow up the tower, and get away from everyone collapsing on you better than any other character in the game, though it is debatable about Viscous. But it really depends if the Viscous is using, Puddle Punch tech and advanced movement tech. Other than that, Wraith is your go-to, just standard split pusher. And mid-game, late-game, you are so good on team fights. Your ult was nerfed from 2024. It is just dog water now. It's bad. It's really terrible. All right. But other than that, your full auto and spamming card trick is going to melt the enemy all the way from the back lines. And you're going to just be pumping so much damage and have so much usefulness, and you will be an absolute asset to your team, though you aren't really solo carry. If it's 1v6, you're not going to pop a haze, and just kill everybody. You're going to still deal damage and be able to get away, but you do have your limits, all right? Now, for the skill order, you're going to learn card trick first, and then you're going to learn full auto for that harass. And then Project Mind is next. You don't really use this much early game, though you can use it for chase, I suppose, if you really want to. Or you can cast it to go in the air and have an aerial card trick bombing. And then, of course, your ult. You're going to upgrade card trick all the way, so you get that extra summon rate, and the cards apply as slow and the extra damage, all right? You also use card trick to jungle with, by the way. Then you're going to level up full auto at least 2 levels for that damage per bullet, because we don't need the life steal or the spirit steal on this at all. We just don't need it. Then Project Mind for the range, the barrier, and the cooldown reduction. Absolutely mandatory. And then finally your ultimate. Because we're split pushing, you can't ultimate the walkers, okay? So we're leveling this up nearly last. But Telekinesis will bounce an additional target nearby is very useful for late game team fights. So it does have its uses. But then Project Mind, full auto, the final one, the spirit and lifesteal. We're learning that absolutely last, and that is the skill order, that is the build. Let me go into Wraith now and how her abilities work. Wraith's weapon is the Rake. Funny name. It is very rapid fire, very good fire. It is a good bullet velocity as well. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. And you can just kind of spam bullets. You have a lot of ammo. With no items, I have 52 shots. Which is really, really nice. You can also, the way you play Wraith is you are constantly peppering the enemy, the creep wave, anything. You have to be autistically shooting all the time, and that charges up your card trick. So that's pretty much how our weapon works. There's not too much going on with it. And while you could build into a bullet carry variant, which some people do because they like to teleport in and then just spam headshot during telekinesis, that is absolutely that is a viable way to play, but it only is viable for 1 target or 2 targets. All right, but the way we play is we're going to be hitting all the targets with tons of spirit damage and cards that absolutely nuke the enemy's HP to near nothingness. It is very easy to play, and when we're not team fighting, then we are split pushing down lanes and killing towers and walkers, and this character melts towers and walkers like none other and has insane escape potential. So that is how we are playing Wraith today. Your first ability is Card Trick, and the way this works is if you cast it, you can guide it around. If wherever I point, the card will continuously move forward, and it won't go backwards, unfortunately. I mean, I've seen ways to kind of make it go backwards when you aim by your when you turn your aim this way. It's very, very tricky to do. Also, the no cooldown on the testing does not work. You charge it back up, so we got to do that manually. But we can go ahead and level this up. But yeah, you can guide it around. It's very tricky. It will always travel in the direction you are facing. So there we go. And then you can kind of make it bomb, but it hit the roof, so whatever. But don't worry about all of that advanced card crap. That would be for people making clips where you, like, throw it over a building, and then you, like, curve it down and blow someone up on the other side or some shit. Don't worry about that. We are not playing advanced card tech at all. You don't need it to succeed. All you need to know is that when you vaguely point at an enemy, it will lock onto the enemy. And so you can see here it's got a little, like, diamond around this enemy. So as long as I am just aiming at the enemy, I don't have to be precise with it. It is a guided missile, and it isn't. It also has some homing capability. So I can show you on the running guy over here. Whenever he comes into range, you can see we can just kind of slam it on the ground. See how it curved around and hit him? That's because it locked on at that last second. So just keep pointing at the enemy, and you will usually hit the enemy. And even if they go around corners, you can then kind of pilot it a bit. It takes a bit of finagling, but you'll figure it out. This thing does damage and applies a slow. So pretty nice slowing down the enemy. So if you're being chased, you hit them with a card, right, while you're running away. And yeah, I kind of just went all over the place there. And then you just teleport away, okay? And that's the next skill we're going to talk about. Project Mind is a teleportation. It's 25 meters at first. Then when you upgrade it, it is 40. And that's without items. So with items, you can get even further. And the barrier scales with your spirit power. So at no items, I get a 300 HP bullet barrier, which is nice. And but it gets way high with more items, okay? But you can see here, you can just point where you go, and then we teleport to it. Very, very simple. Not much more explanation needed. But the cool thing is that when you're generally running away, you don't really want to just go on the ground. You want to, like, get up high, and then that's going to make people, like, we got on this roof very quick, and I didn't even cast it properly. You should cast it more towards the ledge. But that's going to let us get away, and unless they know advanced movement tech or they have a lot of stamina and move speed, they're not catching you. But another cool thing about Wraith is that the more spirit power you have, the more sprint speed you have. So whenever you teleport away, you're going to almost always sprint faster than they are. And I have no items right now, so I'm not moving very fast. But Wraith is very fast. She is potentially one of the fastest characters for sprinting in the game, and with a teleport, you're not getting caught. Also, if one guy tries to gank you, you just telekinesis him, you teleport away while they're being finagled in the air, and then you're gone. You're just literally gone. And, you know, with our items that we have, we're going to be moving even faster. Surge of Power makes us faster, Stamina Mastery, Fortitude, Shadow Weave, all of this stuff, everything makes us faster. Quicksilver Reload doesn't increase our movement rate or anything, but it keeps us from having to reload in fights, so we can constantly pump out damage and constantly get more cards. Dude, it's just so good. And Project Mind is just the perfect skill for Wraith. Without this skill, she would not be as good at split pushing, but her damage is really good for melting the towers. Next up is Full Auto, and this is kind of a passive ability where you just cast it, and now you and everyone around your allies have increased fire rate. You personally have spirit damage per bullet. You get life steal from spirit and bullet damage, though we don't really use that in this build that much. It's nice in a even fight brawl. It's okay, but it's not going to, like, keep you full HP the whole fight. But mainly, you just use this to increase your fire rate so that you can fill up more cards, but also with Ricochet, and when this thing's, you know, got 2 levels into it, you deal spirit damage. Only during the buff, it does not enchant the ammo itself. So now that I have the buff active, you can see the purple numbers next to the yellow-orange numbers, and the purple numbers are spirit damage. So you just cast this, you know, and you set back and you pepper the enemy. It's going to ricochet everywhere and give them all that spirit damage. And when you have all these items, you deal tremendous spirit damage. It is crazy. It just, you melt things so fast just by shooting them. All right, and late game, just shooting is way more DPS than Card Trick, but Card Trick has no damage fall-off, so you can get super far away from the targets, and with full item build, you are absolutely nuking the hell out of them, okay? But full auto, you just cast it whenever you want to shoot stuff better. That's pretty much it. There's no fancy tech or secret techniques. Telekinesis is your ultimate, and this just lifts them in the air, and then it slams them on the ground. It's pretty brutal. It's, well, I wish the animation was it would slam their face in the ground, kind of like Hogwarts Legacy, but used to in the past, this would hold them in place as well, but now enemies can freely move when they're getting telekinesis, so they can kind of do some momentum jumps and keep their velocity while they get slammed on the ground. So it's not as useful as it used to be. This is mainly just to throw out a quick stun. When you level it up all the way, you can now do it to 2 targets. Also, it is a silence, so when they are telekinesis, they can't, you know, pop an ability to hold you down or stun you or whatever themselves. So you can, most likely, you're going to use this defensively when someone's chasing you. In a team fight, you just throw it out while you dish out damage. You generally want to retreat to the back lines and spam cards whenever this is on cooldown. When it's not, you can go to the front lines, throw it out, teleport back, or teleport up. You can use this as a catch if someone's running away. You teleport to them, you telekinesis them, and then you blow them up with whatever you've got. And it's just more utility. It's not so much anything we would build the character around. Alright, so now with that, let's go to the live gameplay commentary so you can see how all of this works, and you'll see all the full combos, and just how much damage we can pump out, and all of that fun stuff. This is the live gameplay commentary for Wraith. We are going to be a backliner and split pusher. My lane partner is Graves, and we are against Venator and Celeste. So we have Card Trick as our first ability, and we're just going to be shooting minions and the enemy if we can hit them. To build this up and throw it out whenever we can. It doesn't really do much early game, but it is our best way of harassing the enemy. And so, yeah, we just have to constantly shoot and push lanes and try to get some kill steals. And also punish them whenever they're killing things. Like, look at this. We just charged up a card already. And we're just going to throw one right there. And Venator ate big harass there. There we go. I'm going to continue to just trade with Venator here because remember, as I shoot, I build up a card stack, and we're going to swing it around the corner, and I'm trying to pop Graves' skulls thinking she's my enemy, but she's not. Alright, Venator's already low HP, so we're doing okay. Let's get those kill steals, and it's very easy to kill steal as Wraith. Alright, we're going to put another level into Card Trick. Now we have 2 charges, which means we can just dump it on the Celeste there and make her back off a tiny bit. But we will continue to just pump into the enemy. Now, Celeste's auto attacks do hit really hard. So you want to have a little bit of a back moment there and get these kill steals. Celeste being one of the worst characters in the game for securing kills. But, you know, that's just how it is, and we're going to try to use that to our advantage, not get hit by too many of her auto attacks. Though we are taking a bit of a beating right now. She is not even focusing on the minions. She is just focused squarely on us. Alright. And we have a few buys that we want to get as soon as we can here, but there needs to be a good opportunity. That way now we have 3 charges of Card Trick. We just need to charge up that 3rd, you know, hit. We got Venator there. Got Venator again. You can see, very punishing on these cards. And our next buy is Improved Spirit. So that is going to give us more damage. And we're going to just pop this minion here. Get some restoration. I want to hit... Yeah, Venator's real low, bro. There we go. We got the melee kill. Celeste doing whatever. We're just going to see if we can get her too. And again, she could probably beat me in a brawl there, so I'm going to back off and just kind of collect a few heals, get some souls, and get our next buy here. Let's see. My teammate did die in that exchange, so that's kind of a bummer. Also, a lot of other lanes are weak right now, and if we have a lot of cards, we could actually roam and gank them. But, yeah, she's hitting pretty hard. I'm going to have to back, play it safe, maybe get some high ground here. And with high ground, it makes it a little bit easier to hit them with the cards, and a little bit harder for Celeste to land her bouncing balls. We got Extended Mag coming up, which is nice. I want to make sure I get some kill steals, though, because they are just pumping. Go ahead and just, yeah, get those. Awesome. Alright. Got another card ready. Again, we're going to throw that out when we can, or we can save it. I reckon we'll just go ahead and save it. Got another charge of the card. Celeste dumping a lot of damage on our Graves there. Go ahead and break this jar. It is now, yeah, they've spawned. Alright, so just trying to get some kill steals. I could get a little bit closer if I want. Alright, go ahead and try to grab both. Celeste out of position there. Get a few hits on her. Extended Mag coming up. Again, get that. Missed it. Dodge. You don't want to stand in Celeste attack, even if you have lots of HP, because it builds up for more damage. It's a stacking damage mechanic, and so you really don't want to help her stack her damage. If I can get to 1,600 souls, we can get 2 buys, so I'm going to go for that. Also, we got Venator over here doing something. I don't know what he's doing. So, we're going to throw some card tricks out. She does have barrier now, and that's going to silence me and basically absorb the cards. So, not the best play there on my part. Also, these minions are hitting me pretty hard. Graves going in pretty hard here, but I want to kind of get the lane pushed a bit more, get some of these regeneration orbs from the minions. That's going to help us out. And then she's going to jungle. Oh, Venator's trying to steal our jungle. Alright. Well, I am missing some of my shots. Ooh. I heard melees. Okay, we got our ultimate, so if we would have just waited a few more seconds before the engage, we could have got somebody. But I could technically get Celeste here once I get a card. Alright, so... Oh, I'm trapped. Oh no, I'm trapped. Now let's build up card on the tower. Very easy to build up cards. And if they stay back there, it's actually pretty easy to hit them with cards too. Alright, so here comes Venator. And he's going pretty hard, but that's fine because we have teleport. And it's not going to hit us too much. Did he ult for that? He did. No, he doesn't have ult yet. Never mind. He did not. But we got more HP. And I can ult Venator here if he does not back. I don't want to get hit by it. Oh, yeah, I'm very low. And if she bouncy balls, I'm dead. So this is for me. This is a back. I don't want to go back. But, yeah, if I could have stayed in the fight 20 more seconds, this would have been more time efficient. But she's at 3.6k souls. I'm at 4.2k. So she gets ult right now. She just got ult. And so if I would have stayed, we die. And it's really that simple. Graves might die here, too. I don't need a full... Yeah, okay, there, she's dead. So because she didn't back, so she fed. Now she's at 4.3k, putting her above me. So that sucks. And now they're attacking the tower. But hey, you know, you can't win them all. It's fine. Alright. Try to get some more hits. If I can bait her into the tower, I can telekinesis. And if she doesn't dodge or do a dash jump, then she gets stuck under the tower, which is really nice. Venator Graves just kind of dove in there, going very aggro and just jumping into the tower too. Whereas I'm trying to play it a little more safe, a little more secure. So you'll notice we're saving now for Ricochet. And this is a long and hard grind. This is going to take up to 6 to 8 minutes of just farming souls very slowly. It is not fun. It is not easy. We're going to shoot the tower. Celeste is going to spray her grossness all over us. Alright. Let's see. And I can throw a card from far away too, and I can just kind of run it around. It does make them evade, but we can still hit them for full damage at this range. Go ahead and get some kill steals. We got Graves stealing their jungle, so that's really nice. Alright, and we can still charge our cards by shooting them from this distance too. We don't deal maximum damage or anything. But what's most important right now is just getting souls. That's all we need. We just need Ricochet. Because once we get Ricochet, we can farm the entire map. Alright, so if I get dove by the mid lane, or yeah, if mid lane dives, then I can teleport away. I just have to make sure that they don't like deal too much burst damage while I'm pushing their tower. And Venator, yeah, he's gonna come in and he's gonna push me back or try to punish me for stepping up like that. But we're just gonna continuously push their lane now and get souls and preferably get some kill steals there, just like this. That's gonna give us, okay. Celeste hit me up on the side, and that was a bad teleport. Oh, that was a bad teleport. So yeah, we're at half HP. Damn, that was a wild shot for him to hit. I'm gonna back just to be safe. And yeah, also Graves is low. Now again, I have a Souls lead on Venator, about 1.1k. But again, you know, I think he gets 3 shots and he shot me twice there. We got the boost active. It's fine. I could telekinesis that. No, Graves just keeps dying under the tower. All right, so they might take this here, and that's fine. If they take it, yeah, they're gonna take it. It's fine. Don't worry too much. I could maybe dive Celeste here, but Celeste is surprisingly tanky if she's got barrier up. So there we go. 2 cards actually would have killed her. I only threw 1, and you can throw 2 at a time. You can guide both at the same time. So I could have gotten a kill there, and if I was real aggressive, I could have dashed up telekinesis or teleported to her. But then I have to deal with Venator, and again, my goal right now is just a farm. It's just a farm. I can also kind of push their tower. And while I'm pushing their tower, I can throw cards at their tower too, right? I don't have to save it for lane harass. See, cards deal tons of damage. Venator's going to have to deal with skulls. We're just going to shoot Venator for a bit. Celeste dropping in. We're going to go ahead and just kind of do a wall bounce there. And yeah, there's that bouncy ball. So we have to spread out. Yeah, she's dead again. And yeah, we're a little overextended, but I have a teleport, so I'm actually fine. It doesn't really... Look at those bounces. Holy... She definitely got increased velocity. Oh man, I guess you kind of have to as Celeste in order to get some kill steals and secures. But now they're gonna... Looks like they're gonna jungle mid now, and there's not much I can do about that. Yeah, she's gonna maybe climb up there. And again, we're just gonna sit under our walker. We're just gonna chill. And we're going to build up card stacks, and we're just going to farm souls. And that's all we can do until we get Ricochet, which, again, it's, you know, we need to get it in the next 2 to 5 minutes. Alright, we're not doing so good now because our lane partner has died multiple times. It's fine. And yeah, I didn't, you know, really capitalize on a few opportunities. And you should be like, or not, you shouldn't be like, but I bet some people that are watching are like, oh, you're not a good team player. No, I'm not. I'm a solo player. I don't play as a team. I do my own thing, and that's what the build guide represents. See, we go in, and it barely hurts her. And yeah, we can maybe push the tower here. There we go, throw a card, and that kills the tower. Oh, she balled. She balling. So we got, whenever Celeste throws her ball, you gotta bounce. You gotta get away. So we're gonna max out card trick now. And that's going to give us more card summon rate when we shoot, which is going to pair well once we get Ricochet, and it's going to give us even more card summon rate. And you can only get card stacks whenever you... damn it, she got out of my line of sight for a sec there. Whenever you shoot. And you build it up more on heroes. Whew. Oh, I'm standing in that, that's not good. But we did about an even trade there, it's just that we're pushed. I have an escape, whereas Graves, not so much. Yeah, you see, she's getting very brave there. Here comes Venator. We're going to teleport out and just leave as Venator's ulted. And Graves is dead again, and I'm now getting... He's trying to shoot me. He's trying to snipe me. But, yeah, we can just go ahead and do some jungle here. Alright. There we go. And that's... Fortunately, we got to use all of our skills and melee to clear the small camp. But that's not for long. Once we get... Again, once we get... Ricochet, everything's going to come online. This is just the slowest part of the match, is farming it up, and, you know, we're almost there. I could actually, you know, do medium camp a little bit here. Medium camp is going to eat a lot of my health, and it's all I can do because the lane is full pushed, so I'm just going to throw card, and I'm going to just fully, you know, waste my ammo here, reload, and then I'm going to use full auto. There we go. That way I have a full magazine, I guess. Alright. Go ahead and hit the card again. We can just 2 melees. Should be, yeah, 2 melees. Alright, so again, I ate like half my HP bar to do that. So it is, it's pretty hard to jungle, and so it really sucks to lose our lane or lose lane early. But, you know, we technically won the, no, we eventually did win the lane. But also at 10 minutes, if your team gets earned, you will have Ricochet online a little bit earlier. But we're not really good at babysitting Jar or Spirit Jar, whatever you want to call it. I call it Earn. Alright. Just gonna... Oh, we got someone nearby. You see how the souls? And look. That's fine. We have teleport. We're okay. We got extra stamina. We're not in danger here, but we got Ricochet. So it's time to leave and immediately go get that. And if your lane is still alive and you can buy it, then you're in a really good position. Because now we can go all over the map. We can jungle. We can kind of jump in a team fight if we want to. But Ricochet is where it's at. We got it at 13 minutes. If you get it at 15 minutes, that's fine. Alright, 20 minutes, you're doing real bad. Alright, if it takes 20 minutes to get Ricochet, you gotta work on your kills, your kill steals, just whatever you can. And we're just gonna go ahead and throw cards now, and you can see that we absolutely melt these camps. Also, we got spirit damage now on our full auto, so that does make things really fast. Venator is actually low here. I'm gonna see if I can telekinesis and help Graves, because he's out of position. And, you know, they're duking it out. And I'm just gonna ensure... Okay, well, she got it, so that's fine. But in case something happened and it went bad, I'm there to clean up, okay? But for the most part, we just want to make sure that we are jungling as hard and as fast as possible. And especially stealing their jungle, because we are a split pusher. And we're getting shot by, what is that, Viscous? I don't know, Viscous. Yeah, Viscous is hitting actually pretty hard. But we can still run from him. Now, Viscous is a very mean split pusher, which means he can actually, he can kind of semi-catch us. Fitnal Blow Dart. That's a funny name. Now, let's look at the souls. I'm at 12k at 14 minutes. I'm behind about 2,000. Let's see. They have, their Celeste is 12k. And everyone else, we're winning by 9k souls and 3 kills. So that's cool. Let's see. I have 1 kill, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, our team's doing okay. There's also a guy named Coid on TV, so I was gonna Google, but the game's starting back up, so we're just gonna continue to shoot now. And we got that ricochet. We gotta get those kill steals. We got a point into Project Mind, and yeah, let's get more kill steals. I can throw cards. Like, I can just throw a card, and yeah, he's gonna hit me with goo. That's fine. Don't worry too much about it. Now, what we're gonna do instead of engaging, because there's a Billy and there's a Graves, I could fight that. Sure, I could fight that. But they're just going to keep dog. Look, there comes Paradox. This is why I left. We're a split pusher. We are not a brawler. We are not interested in team fights. All we want to do is farm, farm, farm. And we're going to go get Titanic Mag, which is going to allow us to shoot even more. Now you may be thinking, oh, aren't there better items in Titanic Magazine? No. Because whenever we have this set up, so then when we pop it, it's our entire magazine that's going to be dealing bonus damage. And that's what we want. We don't want to be reloading when we have plenty of bullets in the chamber. Like, I mean, right now it's fine, but when we have spirit damage enchanted on the bullets, we don't want to be doing that. So right now, we just need to farm, farm, farm. That is our goal in life, is to farm. And so we are going to now work towards Quicksilver Reload, and that's going to make our jungling more efficient. Also, we're going to be working towards move speed, so you can see here that yellow is getting pushed in, and because I guess Graves didn't feel like going back to yellow, I don't know. Now, I'm going to rotate yellow, and this Paradox is at 13k. I'm at 13k. I have full cards, so I can throw cards at it, but look how easy it is for me to just, like, clear the mob pack, right? This is one magazine, and that was a very big creep wave. So, super easy to do. There's lots of mid-jungle once I push the lane that I can farm as well. There's the small jungle also approaching here, depending on, I don't think 7, no, 7 didn't grab it for some reason, so I guess it's mine. But you can just shoot these guys. You don't have to cast any cards if you don't want to. Also, before you engage an opponent, you can also charge up your card stacks by shooting jungle mobs. And then you have 3 cards so you can throw at the opponent. Alright, let's get the Sinner Sacrifice stat buffs. There we go. And now, I like to clear out the medium mobs here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Also, the Graves is doing Sinner Sacrifice to my right or to the east. Billy came in killing the big mob. Okay, you can have it. But looking right now, green lane is going to get pushed soon, so that is where the money's at. And we don't have our mobility yet, but once we have mobility... Look, Wraith is the fastest character in the game. I know I said Infernus is... Infernus is the fastest farming character, but the fastest running character in the game is Wraith when you have her fully built in Spirit and a few other items. So we have Quicksilver Reload to full auto. Yes. And so that's just going to reload our weapon when we cast it. So we're going to shoot normally, and then when we want to imbue our weapon with Spirit damage, we're going to then fully reload when we do that. There we go. You can see we push this lane no problem. We just don't have stamina yet. We're working on Fortitude next. No creeps there, no creeps on the chapel, so it's, you know, at this point in the game, yeah, they have a few guys that can chase us, but right now, everyone on the map is a little bit preoccupied, so I might be able to take down the walker here, but we'll see, and we're just going to go ahead and shoot down the creep wave, and again, we're saving our skills. We're saving our skills for this. Now, looking at the map, everyone's accounted for. Everyone is accounted for, so I'm going to run in, I'm going to throw cards, because that's a big damage. I'm going to now reload, and I can't stay because I'm stuck in lava, right? So I'm just going to dump as much as I can. And 2 cards. There we go. Oh, come on. We're so close. Got it. All right. We leave, because in comes reinforcements. And now we're going to get Fortitude. So the cool thing about Fortitude, it's going to give us a bunch of bonus health. But it's also going to give us move speed and regeneration for out of combat, which means when we're hurt like this, by the time we roam the map, we don't have to go back to heal. We can roam the map and we will be healed by the time we reach the next lane. So it's insanely useful. We also got Surge of Power. This is going to give us more move speed, ability damage, fire rate, And that is bound to card tricks. So if we want to shoot faster, we're going to throw a card trick out. And you may be thinking, why not put it on full auto? Because full auto has a long cooldown, and sometimes we just need more move speed early game. So again, there's a Venator here, and he cursed that. So we're going to get some kill steals. That's fine. Just work on kill steals. We have a lot of ammo. We can just sit here and machine gun literally everything down. He's getting nothing for this. Let's see if he pushes me through the veil. He is not. Gotta reload. That's fine. Just slowly reload. I don't need to fight him right now. Now, he has 15k. I'm at 19k, so I have a souls advantage. And we can throw some cards at him, see what he does. And yeah, there we go. We hit him a few times, but he is a little tanky right now. And so we're just going to push the lane and steal some souls. And he's going to try to gank, but that's fine. Look, we even jungled by shooting that mob in the corner. Did you see that? Did you notice that? We were killing the jungle creeps too. So our mission right now is just to farm and make sure that Venator doesn't like one-shot us or 100 to 0 us. But Venator didn't even stay in the lane, and he might be hiding, waiting for an ambush or something stupid. Yeah, so there he is. Exactly what he's trying to do here. I've got 3 cards up. We can just kind of... Ooh, can we get him? Oh, no. Just keep an aim on him? Nope. And then see, he's going to try to do some shenanigans. And we don't have stamina mastery yet, so we got to play it a little bit safe. But palling around with him right now is a waste of our time. We need to be farming. Remember, our goal is to farm. And we have Ricochet for that and everything else for that. So that's what we're here for. And we're going to just, you know, go ahead and systematically kill everything in this room. There we go. Kill him with that. I didn't need to use my rapid reload. We can now push yellow once again. And there is Viscous in yellow. Viscous is at 15k, I'm at 20k. I'm not too afraid of that. We also have Billy coming in. So, oh no, Graves, my bad. And look at this, I can telekinesis him, and I can try to fight him, and we can just go all in and see what happens. Alright, and so we kill him. Because we actually have a lot of damage. We hit Venator a little bit, there is a jar there, and Venator is ulting, so we're just gonna run for a bit and wait that out, and then maybe re-engage. But there is more money right over here at this creep wave, and we need to regenerate our card stack, so that's why we're shooting these guys instead. Alright, so there we go. We got our cards back, and now we can throw them at Venator if he pushes us. But yeah, this is, so far everything is going up pretty good here. Now, our main source of damage is full auto. That's our 3 ability right here, full auto. But we don't have, we're not itemized for it yet. We're itemized for split pushing and speed farming, which is exactly what we're doing. So right now there is a mid buff, and I don't use Project Mind to get mid buffs or to travel around the map. Only use it defensively. Only use it defensively. There will be times where you get caught with your pants down. It is your only out. It is your only escape. All right, until very late game when you have stealth. All right, which is, speaking of, our next movement ability is going to be Shadow Weave. This is a movement stealth and a sprint, a +5 movement speed sprint, so very, very cool. We're going to go ahead and card each one of these guys. There we go, reload. Yellow being pushed, but 7 is there to intercept, so I don't need to be there. I can continue jungling. There's also a lot going on. There's Jar going on. I'm not too worried about Jar. We're ahead right now. If they get Jar, it's not going to really do much. Someone got the Sinner Sacrifices in here, which is kind of interesting, but they didn't jungle. Alright, we're at 22 minutes, so we don't have tier 3 golden jars yet, so no need to farm those. But, well, now I'm just kind of looking around like an idiot, so we need to keep moving here. And 7 is now pushed. I can actually assist him since everyone else on the map is preoccupied. And look how fast we move, 13 movement speed. We didn't buy boots, by the way. We have no boots on. Alright, so we're just going to throw cards. And here comes Goo Man, which is very dangerous right now to us. And that's okay, because we can just get out of here. We also have Telekinesis that we can use. And we have all that stamina. Now, 7 died to, well, Celeste and Goo Man. But we got away, and we're back to farm. And look how fast we move around the map. They're going to be pushing yellow lane here. And so I want to make sure that I jungle before they get here. And have this all nice and cleared out so that I can push the creep wave. Alright. Whenever they say Soul Jar, I think they're saying Soldier, like Soldier from Team Fortress 2. What? Alright, get the kill steals, push the lane, get all of those, reload, because here comes the creep wave. Alright, and then I just sit back, and then just let Ricochet do its thing, it's fine. Look at that. Creep wave cleared, no pushy for them, right? And then if I want, I can actually start, like, dunking cards. Like, look at that, that's 3 cards, and that's 30% of her health. I know that's not a lot. Alright, we don't have nuke potential yet for cards. Alright. And that's the push. They wasted all that time pushing the lane, right? As a duo. You can see that I still have the solo lane that I can push here. We're farming, we're getting jungle, we're going to have our stealth up soon. I'm at 25k souls at 23 minutes. We're doing alright, despite only having 2 kills. Not a lot of kill opportunities. If you catch someone with their pants down in their jungle, or they're not a tank, you telekinesis them, you push your 3 key, you dump your cards onto them, they're dead. They will just absolutely die. We have a point into our ultimate now that's going to reduce the cooldown. So that's really nice. And then we can continue to split push, even get the walker, get the jungle. There's a lot going on in mid. Now, it's very important also, without our stealth ability, we need to be listening for where the enemy is or what they're doing. 24 minutes in, we get mid buffs in 45 seconds if we want. But,
I need to use these souls I've saved.
There's a Venator around, but hey, look how low this is. We're just going to throw cards, and it's dead. So we can just leave immediately. And hey, we got our stealth ability. Looks like Mo and Krill is getting the soul jar, the urn, soul urn. We're going to go get our stealth item now, and this is going to let us sprint across the map completely undetected if we want to. But I mainly use this defensively, because like if I get engaged on, I teleport away, I stealth, and there is no finding me. Now, hold on, you listen. Listen. Be quiet and listen. Someone was doing something nearby. But, I guess they moved on, so it's fine. We can go ahead and do jungle. Now, indoors, we are weak right now. We have telekinesis, and then we gotta find a doorway and teleport the hell out. But, let's see. Let's get the center sacrifice. There we go. It's 25 minutes in. That means mid buffs, so we can go ahead and get magic real quick. And yes, we're gonna use stamina for that. Unless... Freaking Rem got it, dude. Rem got it, whatever. I'm too slow. For now. Alright, that's fine. We got another level in our in our ultimate. Okay, here we go. Center sacrifice rolling it once again. And yes, the cards get in the way of the UI. I know, it sucks, but whatever. Alright. There is a lot going on in green lane. See that? So we need to rotate over there. That is our job, right? So we're just going to go ahead and rush it. Now, we're going to be able to run undetected. See, look, there's Goo Man. He does not... Celeste and Goo Man do not see me at all. And yeah, I could defend there, but there's more money for the green lane, and it's a solo. I might be able to... Oh, they're low HP, look at this. And she's just dead. And then he's like, what the helly? Oh, man. And now he's going to re-engage me, so I'm just going to leave. I don't need to fight him. I want to fight the creep wave. That is the money, right? And once I build up these cards, hey, guess what? I can actually re-engage him here. Cards out. Oh, that's fine. Just build up card stacks on the mini wave. Just like this. And then he's gonna ult me? Yes, that's fine. That's fine. We teleport away and we stealth. And I'm gone. I am literally gone. And I could stick around. He's gonna maybe follow? No, he's just gonna leave. Yeah, he just left. He wasted his ult to escape. Alright, and that's fine. It does have a low cooldown because Apollo's a little... Just came out yesterday, so he's not fine-tuned yet. But we're building towards Spirit Burns. This means that we can throw one card at someone, and they're going to be burning like crazy. But right now, we just split push, because we can take more towers, we can take more objectives, and we move incredibly fast. And we're only going to get faster. Just keep moving. Try not to let your character stand still. Now, shooting will slow you down, but that's fine.
Let's go mid.
But we'll see if, what's-his-name comes back, or Silver. So we can push... Plenty. We have stealth, we have a teleport, we're pretty geared. I also have spirit burn that we can buy, like right now. And so I'm actually gonna go do that. Oh yeah, here comes Celeste. Check it out. Look at her. Nice try. You're not gonna catch me though. And see ya. Oh. See ya. Nope. Now they can see a blur. They can absolutely see a blur. So you are not invisible. You were just hard to see, and you don't show up on the minimap. So just keep that in mind. You're not invisible. All right, and so I acted as an idiot magnet for both of them to chase me while my team did Rejuvenator. So that's really, really cool. We got Spirit Ring now, so we can go ahead and hit Celeste there, and she's going to catch on to... No. I have to hit her with 2 cards, because I don't have a full build yet. Oh, yeah, hello. We're just, we'll go ahead and just lift you up, and now you're dead. And there you go. So I didn't get the killing blow there for some reason, but hey, we you know we did our parts. And now we can do big jungle camps because we are mega built. And yeah, the next build, or the next thing... Oh, check this out. You see yellow lane? Look how fast we're about to run to it. Alright. We are... And our movement speed is only going to crank up to like 25 plus when we're in stealth here. But, yeah. There we go. We can go ahead and defend the lane. Take them out. Very, very cool. And then we can continue to push this. There's money here. We can also go green. Oh, look at that. That's heavy melee that. Just a random soul. Just chilling. Alright, so actually, yeah, let's go ahead and go green here. And don't be afraid to use your zipline speed boost. Even more late game when we get Boundless Spirit, we're going to be moving so fast. Alright, I know our HP isn't much, but we are very elusive and stealthy. So, that's the build. That is the build. We're going to go ahead and just push the creeps. Now, one cool thing about playing Wraith is the matches are usually pretty short because you have so much split potential that the enemy can never really push you. You can see also my team is doing very well. We have like a 24,000 soul lead. And again, I can just rapidly... I don't have to wait on the lane creeps because I can just tap that once. Ricochet will knock them all down. And then I can just nuke them down. There we go. And then continue to push. I can also do side jungles if I want. And the enemy is way too distracted in mid to like stop this push, right? I do want to wait for the lane creeps to kind of get in here. And I can throw cards. I can actually throw cards from a very long distance and maybe hit targets, maybe not. Oh, let's kill these. Okay, there we go. And yeah, so we can also throw cards at the base. And we're going to continuously get card charges. We're going to go ahead and rapid reload there, or quicksilver reload, and that's the tower. Right? Let's go ahead and just... We're going to ult him now, because he's not going to parry that. There we go. That canceled whatever he was doing. He's dead. And we pretty much win this. Clear the creep wave. We're going to teleport past this because they will melee me if I don't. And then we can go ahead and just kind of turn around and finish it off. Now, I don't have an escape until 7 more seconds, so I need to be careful. But, yeah, there we go. So that is all their towers. We don't have the shrines, though, but, you know, our team is alive and fine. We can go ahead and start attacking the shrine here if we want. We hit a card, hit our rapid, quicksilver reload, and there is a goo man right over there. We're going to throw some cards at him, and we're taking some heat. We're going to back off a bit, and, yeah. I don't want to end the match yet. I'm going to tell you right now, I do not want to end the match. But look at my money. I have 9,000. Go ahead and hit some cards on this guy. I won't have a quicksilver reload, unfortunately. And that's where, you know, I'm going to take a lot of hits here. It's okay, though. I'm just going to go ahead and just dump cards. Alright. And that's going to burn them. There we go. Alright, 10,000 souls right now. We got some spending to do, as they say. Also, it's 30 minutes, so jars are now tier 3. They're worth the stat boosts. And there we go. Good stuff. Get the HP in mid. Let's get the item shop as well. Go ahead and do a downward dash because we have so much stamina. And yeah, we also got, we're working towards escalating exposure because when we do soul burn, that's going to stack it up 7 to 8 times. And follow-up cards will absolutely just deal tons of damage. So we're going to set on maximum card charges here. And dump them into anyone we see. It's going to blow up escalating exposure. Oh, I'm sorry. Mystic vulnerability is what I meant to say. Also, remember, we need those buffs, and these slot machines, which is still not here, someone keeps farming it. They give 4 buffs when you hit the jackpot. So we definitely want to be doing that after 30 minutes. Make it a kind of a priority. There we go. Free ammo, free HP. That's 30 HP. You do that 10 times, that's 300 health. Big money. There is a lot going... Look, I'm going to abandon the jungle for a sec and just kind of clear this out, okay? And I could push my 3 button and kill these instantly. But, you know, do I really need to? I told you not to ever do that offensively, but there's no one around, and I'm way overfed. So I can be a little careless right now if I want to, okay? Plus, I'm going to have it back up in 4 more seconds. So, like, what are they going to do? Or, like, really, what are they going to frickin' do about it? Go ahead and just dump cards. Make sure we have our stack back before we kill it, though, because that's kind of the point of jungling, too, is to get massive amounts of stacks. Now we have enough for Mystic vulnerability. And we are now level 34. We're level capped at 33 minutes. Very cool. And everything's maxed out. We are close to full build. Not exactly, not quite yet. Now, at this point, there's a big team fight in mid. I can go fight, or I can just split push. If I split push, I could probably end the game, maybe, if they don't go back in time. But, yeah, I want more idols. I'm building now into Boundless Spirit, and that's going to give us a absolute stupid amount of run speed. Alright, let's see if I can get any cool card throws. Play with me! Okay, I'll play with you, bro. You're dead. You're just dead, bruh. I don't know, I said bruh. What am I, a zoomer? Okay, so they are most... Oh, hey, there's an Apollo nearby. I don't have cards, but I have cooldown. Alright. The goo man, the viscous paused. And now our... What is everyone pausing? I'm looking for Apollo, but I heard him. You hear him? I heard that whoosh. Oh, hello. Bro, yeah, just get lifted, bro. Just get lifted. I'm just gonna card slam you. I am missing all of my shots, man. This is embarrassing. Yeah, he's gonna start doing whoopty stuff, and maybe we re-engage this. I don't know. I know I could kill his ass. He's at 33k farm, but I don't have any cards, and I missed a lot of my shots on my opener. So, whatever. Just let him go. I mean, we're about to win. We're like seconds from winning. You see the health bar? It's literally over. But even if we get into fights we can't win, we can just leave. Teleport plus stealth. What are they going to do? There's not a whole lot they can do. We have so much stamina. We have so much move speed. The move speed gets insanely fast whenever we have full build. And we almost got full build, not quite. But yeah, MVP 7, okay. He had assist, kills, objective damage, player damage. We have most souls. That's all I care about. We're a split pusher, okay? We still got 4 kills. Not a lot of player damage because we didn't really do a lot of fighting. But if we do hit a card, they get Spirit Burned, they get Mystic Reverb Exploded. They then have a bunch of stacks of escalating exposure. And then when we just start dumping cards, like late game, if you're on defense and you're in the back lane, you just shoot anything you can, and then you spam cards, and it just blows everyone up. They just start dying like crazy. It's tons of damage, but we also have so much mobility and split push potential. And yeah, that is Wraith, you guys. That is split push Wraith. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. I don't have any life whatsoever. I just refresh my YouTube page all day. I have no friends, no family, no life obligations. So if you have any questions, please leave me a comment, all right? And I'll answer it as long as it wasn't already answered in the video. But with that said, you know, other than leaving a comment, the last thing I need you to do is click the video on the right side of your screen. If you don't, the next time you go out for a soda, the restaurant that serves soda is going to be out. So you'd be like, I want a Dr. Pepper. And they're like, sorry, sir, or ma'am, if you're a girl. We don't have Dr. Pepper right now. We're out. So can I get you anything else? And then you're going to be like, no! And then you're going to storm out of there and go somewhere else. And it's some little minor inconvenience. But if you click the video on the right side of your screen, then that won't happen to you.